Welcome my friends to the channel, and for my next little chat we are going to discuss about a set of films. These films are the Mad Max trilogy, which starred an unknown person called Mel Gibson. Now, you would think that the first film would have been the best one, but this is the opposite. Now, this is the first one, Mad Max. The state of art after Mad Max action movie were never the same. This is just saying about it. Who are they? Asked the blame leader of a pack of motorcyclist savages before the dust settles and the last pistol thunders. He escapes knowing who one of them is. So well, the movie fans. Mel Gibson gives note that he was a name to recognise within the recent runner-up tendance second first of Gibson's Mad Max film collection, with the makers George Mel Gibson portrays Max Rockasai, a fearless, leather-suited cop waging war with killing crazed bikers who targeted his family. It is a war that must be seen to be believed, and the road-scarred neopunks take no prisoners. The combat sets in the post-apocalyptic Australia. At the end of the tunnel, the lone man travels the road ribbon of the highway, now free of unroadworthies, and high leaded Gibson to stardom. So this is the first Mad Max film. Gibson in the film that started it all. So this was the first one, but this wasn't the one what really took it off. It was the second one, Mad Max 2, and this is Mad Max 2 and the back of it. Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior. Apologise, pal. Eccentric education. In the Animal of Action movie, featured a compact that Mad Max 2, the full trial episode of the speed and chaos that rockets you into a dreamlike landscape where the post-nuclear future meets the mainstream path. More systems. It's also one of the most mind-blowing stunt films ever made. Before he took arm in three lethal weapons and starred in the 1994 Maverick, Mel Gibson had already made his mark in movie history as Max, the hero, the hero's lone who drove the road of outback Australia in this unending search for gasoline. Alternately against him and the other strugglers demanding of the fuel pumps encamped on a beside warriors commanded by the Hatcher, a notable of never taking prisoners. They can pursue them instead. When the battle is joined, the result of saviours and spectators and the smashing goods time at this movie. So this is Mad Max 2. This one was the real one what took off, because he had his car was so... Don't show his car in this. Well, it sort of shows it now. I don't think it ever shows you in the pictures of his car and that. Because at the end he gets knocked over in Mad Max 1 and kills him. This is where his car is super, and he's got a dog and this other guy in a helicopter, and he finds a fuel pump place and he helps them to escape. What? Because they're surrounded by these animals what are trying to get in and get the fuel and that, and Max helps them to get the fuel away and blow up the place, and he ends up a lone wolf, and it's a really good. And there's the the baddies in there. This was a very good film. It was the second one, but the first one was all right, but not brilliant. But the second one, that took off. And then we have our third one, Mad Max and the Thunderdome. As I show the picture of that, and the pictures on that. And this one starred Tina Turner, and she sung the title, the theme tune, the music. So 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. That's the law of Barrowtown, the Thunderdome Arena. But the lawmakers is Aunt Edwin. Will soon add another. Don't get Mad Max. Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome stars Mel Gibson, and then he says his films that are for his third going round as the title hero, who takes on the Baron of the post-nuclear future, and this time becomes the saviour of the tribute of a lost children. The musical superstar Tina Turner steals what's left of the scream as Auntie, a powerful mad domestic dominant of using Max to tie her strength in Bartertown. That's what the place, Bartertown. Directed by George Mills, and George Olden delivered another roaring final appreciation of on the wheels and one of the best movies fight scenes, even as Max and the gladiator but face off with a massive chainsaw and and another not nailed down in the Thunderdome. Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome. Watch, and you agreed with the soundtrack song that we don't need another hero. So this is like that, the third and final one, and he saves these children, and they get away, and this should have been the end of the Mad Max trilogy. But lately, they revamped the Mad Max series. They've brought it up to date, but Mel Gibson, they haven't used him there, used someone else, and they've sort of gone in a different direction with the Road Warrior and that. And it's quite good, but it's not the same as the original Mad Max films and that, because these was, something, because Max was a police officer, and what happened, his wife got killed in the attacked and raped by this gang of bikers, and he went out all guns to try and find them and kill them and that. And he took this car what was so speedy, supercharged and that, and it was a policeman. So that was the first one. This is later on where he's a lone wolf with his car and his dog, and he's looking for fuel, and he finds this fuel tank, and he thinks there's fuel in it, and there's another gang that he has to deal with, and he finds this group of people what's got pumping oil to make petrol. So he helps them, but he gets the fuel tank up and running so that they can fill the oil. So what they do, he goes off in the tank, and inside the big tanker is just sand. So as he's going off, the gangs of like following him in, thinking that he's got the fuel, when really it's the other people in there, bosses and that, who got the fuel, and they've set the compound up to explode and that, and he saves them in Mad Max 2. So in Mad Max 3, this is where Mad Max gets involved with some children, and he ends up in Bartertown, and he has to fight for his life, and he realises the person who he's fighting, he recognises him from his past, and the guy who he's fighting has a little man who is like his guardian and that, and he was like the controller of the camp and that. And Auntie is played by Tina Turner. She's like the leader of it. So this was quite good in that film and that. And that's where you thought it was the end of the trilogy of the Mad Max films and that. But now they've started making Mad Max again, and it's gone into a different way. There's, I think this is the second or third film what they made, but it's not like the original. It's totally different. It's gone in a different direction, and that. It's all about the Road Warrior and that. But Mel Gibson made his name in the Mad Max films, and that's where he started getting big parts and that. And this is my little chat about the Mad Max movies: Mad Max 3, Mad Max 2, and Mad Max, the first one. But it was Mad Max 2 what was the real one, because it was it had his his car was really good, and he even set it off. So if anybody tried to nick his car, there was like a timer bomb underneath, and the car would explode, and he'd keep a knife underneath it, and the switch specially to cut off the timer. So this is where I leave my little chat about the Mad Max movies, the original Mad Max movies. Now they've redone like sequels and that. They revamped the Mad Max franchise, but you can't beat the originals. So here I'll leave you with my little chat about Mad Max and the Mad Max 3 films. And I hope you enjoy this little chat about Mad Max and Mel Gibson's films, Mad Max 1, 2 and 3. And if you enjoy this little chat and you want to come back and follow me, you're always welcome. It's up to your choice to subscribe to the channel and press the notification and the thumbs up, and I'll bid you a fond farewell for now. And whenever you watch this, I hope you are safe and well and look after each other, and I'll say goodbye for now.